Hello, Taproom Coach here, and today let's talk the last step of the business plan, which is the financial plan. So the financial plan is where we get into the language of business, which is accounting, which is every brewer's favorite topic. I don't know of any brewer that doesn't love to talk accounting as much as they do social media apps. So there are a few basic things that you want to form here, and the list is income statement, cash flow statement, and the balance sheet. And we'll kind of go into a little deeper dive into the income statement. It's kind of my thing. I like to push to see if your business is viable, if it's something that can be produced and make some money. It just helps you lay out everything and understand your business a lot better and to be able to tackle it a lot more efficient. Because let's face it, running the brewery is a low margin, and you need to watch your everything that you can. You need to watch every penny, every dollar, and watch every cent going in and out to make sure that you can make it. So on this first one, we're going to flash up the entire thing, and you can kind of pause and look at everything that I have laid out. But it's just going to have, you'll notice the sales on top, cash inflow basically, and on bottom is the cash outflows. And let's do a little deeper dive on the cash outflows. Cash outflows, you're going to just basically be like your TV subscription, insurance, music, advertising, repairs and maintenance, the cost of goods sold, loan payments or rent. This is going to be all lined out. That way you can kind of see where everything's going. It just makes this a real easy way to see, hey, is this idea profitable or not? To see where you might have to attack something a little bit more. Am I paying too much for my beer ingredients? Do I need to find a different supplier? Or maybe I need to rescale the recipe and take some stuff out to make it a lot better for the business's bottom line. Don't get me wrong, I mean, everyone wants to brew the crazy wild thing, but are you going to make money? That's what we're looking at here. If everything you brew is a crazy wild thing, then probably you're not going to be making any money. Doesn't hurt to do a couple of things, but for the most part, you want to keep the beer pretty simple. Let's talk the cash inflows. Cash inflow is beer, liquor, soda, food, swag. This all kind of lays out what's the percentage of sale you're going to do, and then it feeds it down to the bottom of where it's going to line out what your cash outflow is, for your beer ingredients. So we made 10 barrels of this beer, we had $700 of ingredients cost, and that's going to register down below and just tell you how much is outflowing for the cost of those sales. So let's look at the total sales a little bit there. I have it at $85,000, and we have projected that's going to be about 50% of food, so that comes out to about $42,500. Now we're projecting our cost of goods sales of those food sales, where you're like, if you're is 25%. So if you're selling the burger for $10, then you've got $250 wound up in that burger. And so that's just going to automatically populate down below of $10,000 or $10,625. And that's just going to kind of, take out the sales of what it costs to do that burger and see if the everything else that you've got outflowing, if your TV subscription and insurance and everything, to make sure that you're going to have enough money left over to pay everything. Let's talk about the beer. So we've got 30% of beer being sold for our total sales. So that's going to come out to about $25,000, $26,000. And so our cash outflow is figured at COGS of 15%. So that comes out to $3,825. 15% is a medium. You might be a little bit more, you might be a little bit less, but that's just a good middle of the road number to go by. And so that's just going to, again, let you lay out and make sure you have your cash outflows going so that you can make your payments and rent. I really like setting this up. It's just a real simple way to say, is my idea going to make money or not? Or am I screwed? Should I go back to the writing board to figure out the scale of my operation? It's a hell of a lot easier to figure it out on a spreadsheet before you open to see if it's going to work than it is just opening your doors and figuring it out and having that stress of being able to try to drive down costs or increase sales volumes. Just gives you a good game plan going in. It's not going to line up 100% of how the game's going to go, but it gives you a little better visualization there and just makes your life a hell of a lot easier. So that being said, always use metrics and data to drive volume and profit. Cheers.